What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, honey, to talk about the Real Housewives, the rumor mill of Potomac. I don't even think they should be even called the Real Housewives. I think they should be taken out of the Housewives lineup. I also think they should go on a season hiatus. I think they should be recasted. I think they should be renamed, and I think it should be rebranded. I don't think it is a representation of the Real Housewives as a whole. I think they should actually be removed from underneath the umbrella and call it something else. I said the rumor mill of Potomac because they all admitted that they get rumors all the time. And then I guess they wait until the season, the cameras go up to mention those rumors on camera or to figure out who's going to mention the rumors on camera. Also, this is going to be my last Real Housewives of Potomac review. I will not be reviewing the show anymore. I just don't think it's worth it. I get a lot of money from Real Housewives of Potomac reviews. I get a lot of money from it, and I don't think that it's worth it. I just don't. Because it's just a reality show and it's just for entertainment, and the topics that are just for entertainment and just a reality show is too triggering, and they're too deep of a conversation because this is just a reality show. It is not something that I choose to participate in. I feel the same way that I felt with Basketball Wives. I said I was going to stop reviewing Basketball Wives. I stopped reviewing Basketball Wives. I didn't want to participate in what they had going on over there. I didn't appreciate the way they treated OG. I thought it was disgusting, the response and everything like that. So I was done with the show as a whole. It's not worth it. And I feel the same way about Potomac. Now, if they come with another show, I'm not talking like I don't this here, let me tell you something. If the show continues with the Gizelle, Robin, Ashley, Mia, I won't watch the show. So I won't be watching the show because I don't think that they are going to recast any of those women, no matter how mediocre, base level, great value, minimum wage they look. I feel like they're going to keep them. So I won't be participating in reviewing this show any longer. So let's get to our last review of Potomac. The women in Potomac, that's what somebody else said, like call them that, women in Potomac, the rumor mill, something else. Just the housewives, they're not giving luxury, they're not giving price tags, they're not giving fashion. They are literally giving mediocre, base level, minimum wage, great value, trash television. So I'm not sure what y'all are entertained by. Y'all let me know. I'm not sure what you find entertaining about this show. I'm not sure, but I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Jacqueline mentions Unhinged. She's never, well, we know that Mia's a liar. Mia's a liar. She brings out the box. She doesn't use it. There's nothing that you want to see, all that stupid shit. She doesn't bring it out. She doesn't say anything. She's saying the Porsche truck narrative. Mia wanted her to go along with a lie that says that Gordon helped them buy it because she wants Jacqueline to appear beneath her. So Mia's a liar. She continues to lie. She lies. She'll tweet something, delete, and everything. I'm offended that I even know who that ugly bitch is. Charisse. She comes out. She's been friends with Robin since 2002. She said that 5 years ago, or they said 5 years ago, Karen, she said something. It was the blue eyes comment. What's the issue? Karen can't explain what the issue is. She starts filing her nails. Andy says they asked Charisse to come back. She invited her to a La Dame event in 2019, and also invited her to her 55th birthday, which was 4 years ago. And it was an intimate dinner. Karen said that she wanted to go, and she was like, "No, I was invited." And she said Matt invited her. She thinks that Charisse is obsessed with her. What about you would make somebody obsessed about you? What is it about you that you think she's obsessed with? What do you think? They're not asking the right questions. She's skirting around the questions, not answering the questions. It's stupid. I never would say accusations against you or inappropriate rumors because you have kids. So I'm like, okay, so then why would you last season tell, what's her name? What's the girl's name? Gizelle. Why would you tell her that she has a hot, fiery box and she was a whore of Hampton? She has 3 daughters. So what are you talking about? It doesn't make sense. Mia, what about the rumor that you know about? Well, she starts hemming and hawing. Oh, are we gonna talk about that now? Are we gonna talk about that now? And she says no. She doesn't want to incriminate the family member that she knows. So, then Wendy says everybody's quick to say a rumor, but are mad when a rumor comes about them, and it has to stop. But it's not going to stop because they basically kind of said that, we all get rumors and people send us rumors. Where do we get the rumors from? We get the rumors from real people. We're not just getting the rumors from blogs. And I guess they just wait to see who's gonna spit the rumor out at in the season, which is ridiculous. So whatever. We get our rumors from actual people. The people are calling you. The same people that are calling you about me are calling me about you. Robin. So Robin, the wedding, she has her wedding. Her parents should have been there. Gizelle says she was bothered. There's no fidelity clause. Karen, why were you so pressed about the wedding? You didn't have no picture, no name. Oh, when she was talking about Juan, Karen said, unless you have a picture or a name or something like that, I don't want to hear about no rumors. And then Karen, I guess she has a picture of the person. The lady in the laundromat looks like Karen. The lady that we saw in the laundromat with Juan looks like Karen. She looks like she could be Karen's daughter. Did you have a talk with him? He doesn't like the drama. What's the root of his anger? Your family fun day, did it cost more than $15? It was a last minute event. Not inviting Wendy. Why would you think she would send her kids? You tried to alienate my kids. She says, no, she didn't do that. Coppin State, the reports about Juan failing to report the situation. Of course, Robin says what he's being accused of, he didn't do. Shocker. And they just used Juan as clickbait, even though he's the head coach. Okay. Husbands, they come out. Happy Eddie, business ventures. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, Gordon, Mia suffers. Talking about her diagnosis. Gordon was crying, I guess, or whatever. I have to think about my kids not being without a mother. Gordon tells he's never slept with any of Mia's friends. It's never been any penetration, I guess foreplay or whatever. Chris, he says to not Karen, Gizelle, what did I do? What did I do? And he didn't actually say come to my room. He actually says we'll talk about it later. Chris is cussing. He says he suffered from 10 months through this. He tells Gizelle to fucking spit it out because she's hemming and hawing as she normally does. And she says that if you're going to keep cussing at me, that's not cool. And then Candace says, what's not cool is your gutter snipe bitch ass lying on my family. He did nothing. You talk about my penis. I have never said it was inappropriate or made me feel uncomfortable. So I don't expect you to apologize for it. But I didn't do anything to you. And she's like, well, who did it? Nobody did anything. Nobody did anything. So it's semantics. You make it seem bigger than it was. Why did you text her at the finale party? I didn't want to apologize because it made it seem like I was wrong. You're entitled to your feelings, but I didn't do anything to you. And then that's when, what's her name told her that, what did she tell her? Hold on, let me get to it.
You are a garbage individual. You have no soul. Thanks, Candace. The fact that you will sit up here and act as if you are the victim, you are the reason that women cannot come forward with sexual assault and sexual misconduct allegations. Because you sit up here with your privileged, white-looking ass and you think you can say whatever the you want to say and no one is going to bat an eyelash. Wait. Okay, great. That's a little far. No, it's not. No, it isn't. It is. No, it isn't. Way too far. No, it isn't.
As Gizelle sits there and everyone defends her and comes to her defense, as if Candace isn't correct in her anger. She has every right to feel angry. Whatever she says to her, I don't care. I've told you guys that a long time ago. I don't care because you told a lie that can change my reality. You're lucky I don't spit in your face because you're messing with people's lives. And you're able to get away with it because your proximity to whiteness allows the halo effect to be activated and everybody jumps up to defend you. And then Wendy went on to tell Candace, kind of tone police her and tell her that it's not fair that what she said. I thought that was very rich. Wendy, you're out of here for me. I don't give a damn. You're out of here. This woman sat just 2 feet away from you and said, I don't like her and I don't care about the assault that happens to her. But while she's getting assaulted, you feel you need to jump in and tone police Candace. You're the good black girl, aren't you?
So proximity to whiteness helps you to be able to sit up here and tell these lies. You cannot sit here and call her white privilege when she's a black female.
You see how many people are defending Gizelle? Mia, she just accused you and your husband of embezzlement, and you're sitting up here defending her. Yes, she can accuse her of white privilege, of her proximity to whiteness being the reason why she's been able to lie on people every season. Yeah, every single season. She's been able to lie and not be reprimanded for it. There's no consequence for nothing she does. But when somebody responds to her violence, her violence and the way that she lies on people, when somebody responds to her violence, then that person needs to be silenced. Got it. That's why I'm done with the show. I feel like these kind of, the way that, how deep, that is the point. Candace cannot express her anger rightfully to someone saying what the F, because we're at war. You came for my family and I'm defending my family. Whatever I say, you don't get to tell me that I shouldn't have said that. You should sit down and be quiet. Ashley, well, that's just the colorism thing. I guess Ashley feels like once they have the colorism conversation, they're not supposed to discuss it anymore. But that example of what happened, where Candace was cussing out the woman who lied on her and cussing her out and telling her it's the reason you look, that just because the way you look, and Gizelle can sit there while everybody protects her. But while Candace, because of the words that she decides to use, needs to be policed. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
What is wrong with y'all? It's the colorism issue that we just talked about, and you're still reintroducing into this group.
You're still
Wikipedia.
And then there are some people that are saying that Candace can't call out colorism because she's married to a white dude. And Chris, you're out of here with me too. That's why I say I can't even watch the show, because Chris, you shouldn't have accepted her apology. You should have not accepted her apology. I don't know if you and Candace talked about this before coming on stage, but y'all should have had a conversation and say, if she apologizes to us, neither one of us are going to accept her apology, because what she did could have had damages that were irreparable. So Chris, you out for me. Wendy, you out for me. You that's it. Everybody. Like, that's what I'm like, there's no reason for me to watch this show. It's no reason for me to review this show. None of the people are likable. None of them are likable. And I'm not going to get paid off a show and not, like, I don't enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy watching it. I don't enjoy the themes of this show. I don't enjoy it, and they're not giving anything that I actually want to sit and ingest anyways. They're not giving anything, and the only reason y'all watching it is because it's all black cast. A lot of y'all only watch Atlanta and Potomac. Y'all don't watch any of the other Housewives show. There's a lot of people who only watch Potomac and Atlanta because it's a black cast, and I guess that they're more relatable, but I don't want to watch Housewives to feel relatable to any of these women, and I can't relate to any of these women. I just can't, so I don't want to. So that was it for that. And then after that, Ray says he was disappointed in the cast. The rumors are bullshit. Karen was implying that Juan assaulted her. And is that what you were implying? She says that Juan needs to keep his hands to himself. And then I said, and I want to read some of your comments. And I said, that's the end of the review. And I said on Twitter last night, not one time was Candace validated in her anger towards Gizelle. No one even said, I understand why Candace is upset. I understand why she's so angry. I think Wendy said, I get that you're angry or something like that. I really thought that Wendy was going to back up Candace, right? I didn't think that she was going to do what she did. But again, she has to be the good black girl, right? She has to be the one that is like, I'm the good one. I'm like a pick me. Also, I was like, Wendy, yeah, I'm cool on you too. It's too much. And Wendy and Candace are not friends. They're just not friends. The fact that, you know, two women went to coddle the person who assaulted you, but for some reason you felt the need to step in. Like whatever she said to Candace, she could have kept that for like, girl, like when we're on stage, I'm not gonna say anything, but when we're done, I'm gonna be like, girl, you shouldn't have said that. You know, that was a lot. Like that. But no, Wendy has to perform and she has to let the people know, like, I don't agree with that. Like, no one agreed with what she said, even though what she said was actual facts. Do you think Nene Leakes or Kenya Moore would be able to get away with what Gizelle gets away with? Lying on people every single season, just telling lies on people, and then actually able to sit up at the reunion and act so confused and like, what? And then have people defend you. So whether you like the words that Candace used, what she said was facts. And I even tweeted Andy and I said, I have an idea of how you can remove the Potomac cast from under the Housewives umbrella. You can call the show the rumor mill of Potomac, since that's the template of the show, bringing rumors that they've heard off camera, off season to the cameras. That's what they do. So I want to read some of y'all comments. While I completely understand what Candace was trying to express, I also understand Wendy's point. You cannot blame and put blame on others for displaying a certain behavior if you yourself turn around and do the same thing when it conveniently serves you. I don't agree with that. I feel like she was calling out why Gizelle is able to get away with what she gets away with. You're sitting up there with your proximity to whiteness, with your blonde hair, your light skin, your green eyes, and able to inflict violence on people and then turn around and people support you in that and defend you in that. I think all Wendy was pointing out was what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. If we hold them accountable for their colorism, we have to be held accountable for the same standards. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because I feel like Candace wasn't, somebody said Candace was being anti-black. No, she wasn't. She was actually having the kitchen table conversation and saying that bitch with her fucking white ass privilege over there is getting treated a different way because of her fucking proximity to whiteness. It's what you don't want her to say. You want her to say that in private. You don't want her to say that in public. And that's the reason why stuff like this continues to happen, because no one wants to say what it actually is. And no one wants to actually call it out. Candace is the only one who constantly talks about someone's white, black ass. And then on the reunion, she refers to Gizelle's skin. She's referring to Gizelle's skin because she's letting us know her complexion is the reason why she's able to get away with the things she's getting away with, why she's able to sit in the first chair, why she's able to do these things and then turn around and be supported and defended. Her saying Gizelle did that because she looks like a white woman has nothing to do with the situation at hand. It actually does. And why people are disappointed in Wendy. Wendy's statement was based in logic and not emotion. Her statement was factual, and so was Candace's. I don't think what Wendy says wasn't factual. I think what Wendy said was on point up until the part where she tried to flip it and say, we can't say those things to them. Yes, I'm going to sit across from you and say, it's your privileged white looking ass is the reason why you're able to get away with what you're able to get away with. Y'all don't like a dark skinned woman telling a light skinned woman that to her face with such anger and flamed her up. She flamed Gizelle up, and she should have, and she has the right to. She has the right to be angry with her. She has a right to smoke to be coming out of her ears. She has that right. And Chris, girl, her statement was factual. Now, if someone would have mentioned Candace's black ass, it would have really been a problem. But in the reverse, it's okay. I don't agree with that. I've always felt like these women picked on Candace from jump. I was so pissed with this season and reunion, but even Wendy tonight, wow. I can't even tell you how disappointed I am in Wendy. Like, girl, when you're right, Gizelle would have never come to your defense. Never. Gizelle literally pointed at you and said, I don't like her, and the assault that happens to her, I don't care about. And it's Wendy sitting up there to defend Candace, spitting vitriol towards her for what she did. Somebody says they wish that Candace and Chris would have handled Gizelle with the same way they handled the Happy Eddie thing. Those were two different things. One man is being accused of flirting. The other man is being accused of doing something inappropriate that makes somebody feel uncomfortable. Two different things. Wendy, Mia, and Ashley pissed me off, especially Wendy and Ashley. Seems like they made an agreement to say colorism wasn't existing in the group, and Candace said fuck it and went her own way. Exactly. That's how I feel. Candace was like, y'all can say it doesn't exist. I'm going to call it out. And if I don't give a fuck if you don't like the way I called it out either. And I'm so glad that Candace didn't. I hear what you're saying. I receive it, but I'm not apologizing because I meant that shit. You see the photo of Robin, Ashley, Gizelle, and Mia and Charisse hanging out. They're plotting against Candace, Wendy, and Karen. They want them off the show so bad. RHOP needs to do better. Mia and Gizelle should be fired. Robin and Ashley should be demoted. No, Robin should be fired because she lied. I don't think she disagreed with Candace. She didn't like the way she delivered it. Yeah, don't tone police me when I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm angry, and I have a right to be angry. Every right to be angry. So whatever, the way all of them should have shut up, even Robin. And when Candace said, you're the reason why women can't come out and speak, or women are not believed, Robin's eyebrows went up. Because she knows she's right, but she's not going to, she sat there quiet too. Why in the hell would Wendy turn around and be like, let me be the voice of reason? Girl, bye. Bye, Wendy. Candace and Wendy need to just leave. Go where you are loved and accepted. Andy don't like dark-skinned women, and they choose a light, bright cast and continue to enable them. I turned the TV off so fast when Wendy started giving her reverse colorism speech. Not in this house. Bye, Potomac. I might be reading far into it, but low-key, did it feel like Chris kind of left Candace hanging in the end of the apology after Candace already told her to shove it? It might be childish and petty, but bro, we supposed to be a unit. And Wendy, like, bro, what the fuck? What type of time you on? Nah, we came here together. We leave together. If I was Candace, I'm getting on a plane with a butter knife like Snoop on SOC on the way home. Yeah, I'm truly good on Potomac because I swear I cannot take another season of Jahale and Robman. These are literally two of the vilest black women I've ever seen. Their gaslighting and utter obnoxiousness has truly turned this show into trash. The way these two and Forehead are allowed to manipulate storylines to the extent that they do not have to get thoroughly checked for the sheer evilness is appalling, and it's no longer giving good TV. Mary Jane's baby said, hey, Diva, Candace ether Gizelle when she called her out for her white, light-skinned privilege. She did. Y'all just didn't like what she said because she could put ass in there. With your privilege, light skin, you could sit up here and do the things that you do without repercussion. And it's true. Has Gizelle been held to any standard or consequence? Has she? No, she hasn't. Why? Why is she allowed to lie on people? Why is Mia allowed to lie on people? I'm really questioning production. I'm questioning Bravo executives. Like, what is this? What are y'all doing? What are y'all putting out here? What is this show? Who are these fucking people? And why do they continue to get to do this? It's a wrap for me. It was terrible. I don't understand how no one understood what she was saying. I think Candace took it upon herself to lead the discussion about colorism and agreed upon a certain conduct amongst her castmates and turned around and did the opposite. She's entitled to her feelings, as all of them are, but she may have conflated her frustrations and anger with Gizelle with her feelings of colorism. Remember, it was Candace who said that she doesn't think her castmates are colorists. She doesn't think Gizelle is colorist, but Gizelle is treated by a group of people in a certain way because of how she looks. Gizelle may not be colorist, even though she leads with her green eyes and staying out the shade. She may not be colorist, which I believe that she is, but it's the way that people respond to her behavior and the way that people respond to Candace's behavior. I can be violent and then sit back and everybody defend me while the person I was violent towards is cussing me out rightfully. It's hurtful to talk about her family, but she has to be able to express it without letting others get the upper hand of her emotions. No, she has every right to be angry. She has every right to be angry. She has every right to raise her voice. That what that woman did could have changed her reality. And it's dangerous and it's irresponsible. So how do you respond to someone who is dangerous and irresponsible? Oh, Martin Luther King, let's just turn the other cheek and be nice. And no, you flame them motherfuckers right to their face. This is the exact reason why I'm not watching the show anymore. Last night was my last night watching Potomac, mine too. I've taken it off my recordings. Wendy should have kept her mouth closed if she was not going to come to defense of Candace. I really hope that Candace and Wendy have other things lined up after Potomac because Potomac will be off the air by 2025. This episode made me so angry, all of it. But when Wendy spoke up to reprimand Candace, absolutely not. And then they all piled on and turned it back on Candace. That part of the reunion proved Candace's point. Not to mention how Gizelle stumbled and bumbled for words and no one thought to explain to her how she felt was not his fault. Especially since she keeps saying that he didn't actually do anything. But the narrative and the details expand every time the topic is discussed. Now you're trying to imply something by saying he closed the door. Girl, bye. This season stressed me out. It's not worth watching. Life is hard. Watching television shows should not cause this much stress. Dimples on Demand said that. I agree. Keep It Simple TV said, I'm so done with Wendy Pick-Me-Osefo. At first, the jury was out on me in regards to Wendy, but now I'm done with her. Now I'm done with her. She can go. They can shut this whole show down because what is the point? Exactly. Mama Jamma says, yeah, I'm done with this show. The worst of the cast is Bravo's favorite, so I'm out. And Wendy really disappointed me last night. Candace should leave and let that ship sink. Wendy made me mad. BK Butterfly said, Wendy pissed me off with a bunch of F's. And this is why they needed a moderator for this piss poor, lackluster colorism conversation. Junie B says, Wendy just continued to disappoint me. Melanin Poppin says, the entire premise of this show is disgusting. The entire franchise is toxic, but this particular one is at the top of the chain. They get more toxic, the more lies, unrealistic, further from their actual lives each year. Cancel RHOP. It's not fun to watch anymore. Let me go back up. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if there are any other comments. C. John, the gamer, said, I hope y'all enjoy next season. I refuse to go through another season of this train wreck. And some comments said, same here. I'm officially done. Someone said, I stopped watching after Mia and Wendy fight. I was so triggered by that. I've been able to keep up by watching clips and reviews, but as far as watching full episodes, I'm good. Someone else says, yep, I'm out. I barely watched last night and realized I no longer want this shit in my life. Melanin Poppin says, yes, I will bow out as well. Mama Jamma says, same. I said I slept on it. I'm done too. The money that I get from the views isn't worth it to me. I'll stop the same way I stopped Basketball Wives. I'm done. I actually hate this fucking show. I truly hate it. I can't participate anymore. Sonia Easley says, I'm done too. I used to love RHOP, so I might rewatch some of the older seasons and recaps on YouTube. Other than that, I'm not investing my time and energy in this show anymore. These ladies make me so mad. Mama Jamma says, I'm leaving them in the exact same spot I left Basketball Wives. Me too, walking away. Latinette said, I have given up too. I don't watch. I watch a full episode since the Miami trip. I was done, but if I tune into your reviews, I understand why you don't want to watch and review this show anymore. Kamari Mari says, I hope content creators have the same stance. No, it's not, and it's actually truly a personal choice, because the truth be told, people make a lot of money. Like, we're at this point watching it like to just discuss it. It's nothing like, we're not laughing about it. We're not like, oh my God, that was so funny. There are some points that are funny, things people say, but as a whole, it's not a fun show to watch. It's not fun. It's not fun. Like, Miami is fun to watch. They have their drama. But it's fun to watch. New York City used to be fun to watch. They have their drama, but they're not coming on there like even Real Housewives of Atlanta. Until that whole thing happened with Phaedra lying on Kandi, they didn't never come to the show with lies like that. Like Portia used to say, oh yeah, Peter pays his people in penis and stuff like that. Saying stuff like that. But nobody was coming up with a lie to kind of hurt somebody. It's just like, what are y'all doing? And why are they being rewarded? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I think if it happens, there will be changes. I'm waiting on the petition to come next, as it seems to also help. Yeah, I don't think people are going because there's money in it. And like, it's literally, truly, it's a personal choice for me. I'm not asking anyone else to stop reviewing the show. I'm not asking anyone else, because you do make a lot of money off the Real Housewives of Potomac reviews. You do, but it's not worth it for me. It's not worth it for me. I don't want to be down here mad, but for what? That's not even. I can see if I was reviewing a show that was about colorism, and that was about the injustices and how people are treated based on their skin complexion, then that would be a convert. But I'm down here reviewing the Housewives. Like, girl, no, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to do that. Again, it says mobbing in full effect. Candace trying to lift Gizelle's privilege connected to her lying on Chris was accurate, but because these women don't have the range, it was seen as an attack. I'm done. You should review SWV Escape Show. That's another. I don't even want to review that show. I just don't. The themes, the constant thing. I don't know. I have to watch it to see. But today, I don't want to review nothing where the themes are going to be like, oh, struggle and downtrodden and, oh, we can't get along, and it's just too much. It's too much. It is too much. And I'm over it. And I couldn't believe Wendy. When Wendy started talking, I was like, okay, somebody's about to come. She's about to defend Candace. And she did. I was like, did she just do that? I could not believe Wendy.
And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. You are a garbage individual. You have no soul. Thanks, Candace. The fact that you will sit up here and act as if you are the victim, you are the reason that women cannot come forward with sexual assault and sexual misconduct allegations. Because you sit up here with your privileged, white-looking ass, and you think you can say whatever the you want to say, and no one is going to bat an eyelash. Wait. Okay.
Everybody should have stayed quiet, because what she's saying, whether you like the words that she used and the way that she delivered them, she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. And as soon as everybody starts defending, oh, you shouldn't have said that, you shouldn't have said that. No, I have a right to say what I want to her. This woman caused a lot of pain. This is not entertainment. This is not entertainment. This woman is violent. And she's allowed to be violent and enact violence and actually sit down from another woman and say, I don't care if you get assaulted because I don't like you. But then when the woman she actually enacted violence against is spitting flames at her, y'all want to say, no, 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 don't say that. That's just too much. Girl, she gets exactly that. Let me see if anything else. Oh, and the unseen footage from Robin, girl, that was a mess. That was a mess. That's it. That's all I have to say. Y'all take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments. I know a lot of people, oh, that's what Candace gets. I think somebody said that's why she's always by herself, because of how she cusses people out. Girl, it don't matter to me. She said exactly what needed to be said to that bitch. You are a trash person, a gutter snipe, lion ass, gutter snipe, bitch ass. Yes. That's and then you saw even Gizelle was shocked. Like, what? Like, yes. I'm saying this to you because you're out of line, you're out of order, and no one else is gonna say it. No one else is gonna say it. No one else is gonna, somebody has to say it. And if y'all don't like the way it was said, so be it. Too late. It already came out. So that's it. Wendy, girl, I hope you get picked. I hope what they was talking about when they were grouped up in that picture wasn't about lying on you and Eddie and saying that you got your body done because you're insecure and you're a loose woman. Yeah, I hope they don't come out with nothing new about you and your husband. Hope Candace and Chris, I'm done with your ass too, because you shouldn't have accepted her apology. Or even tried to correct Candace and saying that, well, she was trying to say she was apologizing. No. She wasn't. I'm apologizing now. That's not an apology. I apologize for saying something to you that wasn't true. And then her trying to switch it up. Well, the door was closed. He says, you were laying there in your robe and I was standing at the door. Like I'm saying, what did he do? Nothing. What did I do? Nothing. Well, who did it? Who did what? Who did what? Who did what? Nobody did anything. You have a right to feel uncomfortable, but I didn't make you feel uncomfortable. You were uncomfortable with what the scenario. I didn't do anything. You were uncomfortable with the scene. You were uncomfortable with how it looked, but Chris didn't do anything to you. So anyways, take care of each other. Protect your energy. Sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Bye, Potomac.